that looks rather juicy and nice, doesn't it? What is that? Well, we are back again out at the settlement site, and I've just been setting up, balancing and all that, and looking down here, and I see that. So I think, what is that? I did swing over it. It's about a 12, but it is just a bit of brass, but it is quite a nice little piece. Very thin, I don't know what it's off, but anyway, I reckon that's rather a cool little relic. Walking over to where I was the other day out here, where I found all the coins and token and all that. And I haven't got there yet, but I'm just swinging as I go through the bush, and I thought, sort of looks, there's sort of grooves and flat spots and stuff in here, and I thought maybe there's been a building in here. So there's an old aluminium tube there, but anyway, under this tree here I had about a 20, and we have got a button. Now that is one of the NE Ultra Plus, NE Plus Ultra buttons, which are, you know, reasonably common. But anyway, it's a nice little button, and on the back we've got that, which is really a beautiful design. I love those ones with the square pattern on the back. They're just a beautiful button. They're just a button, but they're pretty nice ones. So anyway, we'll pop that in the pouch, and we'll see if there's any other signals around this area. Otherwise, we'll keep heading back to where we were the other day, but I'll keep this area in mind, and I'll probably come back and check it out more thoroughly another time. Being holiday season, there's a few noisy campers out here, so if you hear any hullabaloo, that's what it is. Got a beautiful signal here, so we're going to see what it is. We're going to see. $26, $27. Not even going to try and guess what it is. Could be a lot of things, but just going to see what it is. But I've already seen something coming up here, right there. Is that going to be a jolly little 2 cent? I reckon it could be. Yes, it is. So 2 cent on the leaves here. Anyway, could have been worse, so I'll keep going. I'll just do a few more rounds in this spot, and then I'll start heading back up to where I was the other day. Out of that hole there we had a 20, and fair old way down, basically a full pinpointer width, length down, and we have got that one, which I thought, oh yeah, might be a coin, but it's got a knob on the top. I reckon that could be a little pocket watch, perhaps. So I don't know how much is left of it, but I'll give that a clean and I'll see what she comes up like. Well, I think that one might have to wait till we get home, but it's definitely a watch. You can see the winder there, and you can see a few glints of goldy colour through there, but it's just got really caked on rust, so don't even know how it's going to clean up any better than that. But anyway, we'll worry about that one when we get home, for the sake of time, and I'll keep going. But it's got a bit of weight to it anyway, so I was sort of seeing a lot of sort of holes around here, so I thought might be a much left out here, but you know, there's a thumping big signal like that left here, so I don't think we're going to be scratching the bottom of the barrel if that's been left out here. Anyway, I am still heading up to where I was the other day, but you know, it's always good to have a bit of a wander along the way, and you know, I know these spots are here now, so I can come back one day and try, you know, up around here a bit more. Got a pretty deep signal here, and we're going to try live digging it. I've just dug a rivet, so it could be the same, but that one there. And I think it may be a rivet. Had a little 15 down here, and I just dug a few bits of rubbish over here, a brass ring thing, and just a bit of melted metal. Anyway, had a 15. What is that? Looks like some kind of brooch. It's got all the holders there for little glass stones, and it would have had a pin on the back, so we'll give that a clean and see what she looks like. But anyway, a little bit of jewellery for us, which is always cool. Well, there's not a single stone left in that. But she is a little brooch, brass sort of one. So anyway, I don't know, I assume she was always that shape and hasn't been bent. But anyway, I thought there was a few stones in there, but apparently there wasn't, so it's just all dirt. Anyway, it's still a good piece of history nonetheless. So we'll pop them in the bag and keep going. I've got to go back to where I found that watch, and I seem to have misplaced my toothbrush somewhere. So I'll have a look over there. Don't know what I've done with it. 15 down here, and we have got a corset fastener. Still got the bit of iron riveted on the back there. So anyway, one of those keyhole corset fasteners. Wouldn't be a day detecting without one of these. They normally pop up, although not always, but quite often do. Old mouth organ reeds. Just down there I dug this, which I believe is part of a locket. Can sort of see the hinge bit on that side, and I don't know what design's on there, so I'll clean it up when I get home. But also out of the hole I've got a marble, so I reckon that's one of those old white marbles, which is very cool. Never get tired of finding those. So an old 1800s marble, I think. It's a bit dirty, but I'm pretty sure it's just a white one. Anyway, they're always cool to find. Now, what on earth is that? It's brass. Looks like a foot or something, but it's got this leather wrapped around it, and it's still there. So it's amazing it's still there, but it's still quite, you know, it's brittle, but it's not too brittle. But anyway, looks for all the world like a foot off something, but I don't know quite what. But anyway, it's rather cool. It's still got the leather on it, but I don't know why it needed a leather cover on it if it was just a foot. Anyway, I don't know what that is or was. Reckon I know what that might be. Looks like we've got a green glass cork sticking up out of the dirt here. So I'm just loosening up. See if it'll come out for us. There we go. A green one, or a bluey green one. Well, I've spent a lot of time getting back to where I found the coins and the things the last time, but anyway, you know, I've had a good wander and I've had a few finds, and you know, it's all good. So I finally got back here, and I've been going around, had a good number down here. Doesn't that look beautiful? It's going to be a little sixpence in there. So I'll do him the honours and give him a clean, see what date he is. If he's anything like the other ones I've found here, it should be an Edward or a late Victoria, but should be surprised. So anyway, we'll see what it is. Hasn't cleaned up the best, that one, but that is a 1890, 90, might be just 1890. Anyway, something like that. I'll check that out later. 1890, I think. Little sixpence with, yeah, pretty sure it's 90. Little sixpence with veiled Queen Victoria there. So still in the same age bracket, the coins I've found in this area. Apart from the 1930 and ones I found, but they were further over. So all the coins in this particular area have been late Queen Victoria and early Edward VII. Anyway, that's cool. So I'm sort of spent a lot of time wandering getting here, so I probably haven't got as much time to spend here again. But anyway, I'll see what else we can find and we'll just have to come back again, I guess. But that is cool. Just there's where I got the sixpence, and I've got another number here. Still got me zoomed in. I better zoom this out. My shovel doesn't want to stand up by itself, but anyway. Beautiful signal there. So around 26, 29, thereabouts. Gonna see what this is. Kind of digging a bit of a plug than I really wanted, but anyway, I'll knock a bit of that down and we'll get all this up. Well, we've got him out. He's in this one here. So what's it going to be? And I reckon it's going to be that, which looks like a tyre valve cover thing, or off a tyre pump. Anyway, wouldn't believe it, but I was filling in the hole where I got that tyre cap thing. Saw that one. What is that? It's actually a big marble. Pretty sadly chipped in that, but it is a marble, so someone lost their marbles out here. Had a 21 sort of number here. It was only showing one bar down, so it was a bit deeper than I thought it might have been, but it's probably because it was quite a big thing. That looks rather juicy and nice, doesn't it? What is that? Looks like a scarf slide or something. And some blighter has hit it with his shovel. Wouldn't that rot your socks? Anyway, I'm glad I didn't actually cut it in half. It's a bit cleaner. I'll worry a bit more about it at home. But anyway, that's our little scarf slide thing. And I'm rather annoyed at the person who hit that. But anyway, I'm just glad it didn't chop it in half. So overall, it's not badly damaged, really. Anyway, so we'll worry about that when we get home, but that is a cool little find. And I'll be a little bit more cautious now of shallow signals. So let's keep going, and we'll see that later when we've cleaned it up a bit more. Well, we're going to see what this one is, and it may well be our last signal because we're kind kind of running out of time, but hopefully we'll end on something good. So 26, 27. Not far down. Is it going to be a washer or a sixpence? I know which one I'm hoping for, but we'll see. Hopefully. No, I'm still in here somewhere. Got a few roots holding us down, but hopefully it's above them. Yeah, unless she's dropped out, she should be in here. But she's not. Still down our hole here. So, don't know if that's something or just a clod. Anyway, we'll get all this out. Ah, you can see it here. Bottle cap. Got a bit of a pocket watch here. Actually dug another piece of that back away, but anyway, a half moon of brass. Well, I found this one on the way back to the car. It's a cap of something. It's got a little spring wire in there, and there is some kind of embossed, pressed picture there on that side. But we are out of time, so we'll leave you in suspense and we'll see what that picture is in the cleanup. So we'll see what that one comes up like a bit later. Don't know what it's off, but it's got a like a wire thing in there, so whether that held material around it or something, I don't know. Anyway, we'll have to wait for that one.